I want you to imagine this. You've worked for years toward a goal. The dream job, the degree, the business, the trophy. Day after day, you picture the moment when it all pays off. And then finally, it happens. You cross the finish line, you hear your name called, you get the title on the door. For a while, it feels incredible, like every sacrifice was worth it. But then something unexpected creeps in. A flatness. An emptiness. The question that no one warned you about. Now what? That's the success paradox. The strange truth that achieving your dreams can sometimes leave you more restless, not less. More dissatisfied, not more fulfilled. Because the finish line you thought would complete you often reveals itself to be just another mile marker in a race that never really ends. Take the story of Lisa. For 10 years, she worked tirelessly to make partner at her law firm. Late nights, missed birthdays, vacations canceled at the last minute, all for the prize at the end. When the day finally came and her name was etched on the glass wall, she expected joy. And yes, it was thrilling for a while. But within weeks, the glow faded. The title didn't erase the fatigue, didn't fill the void she'd been carrying. She had reached the summit only to discover it wasn't the view she imagined. Psychologists call this the arrival fallacy. It's the belief that once we achieve a particular goal, we'll finally be happy. But the reality is that happiness spikes briefly and then settles back to baseline. Harvard psychologist Tal Ben-Shahar describes it this way: we live for the destination, but neglect the journey. When the destination arrives, it rarely delivers the lifelong satisfaction we expected. This is why Olympic athletes often face depression after winning gold. They dedicate their entire lives to that one shining moment. But when it's over, they're left asking, who am I without this pursuit? Michael Phelps, the most decorated Olympian in history, admitted that after his victories he felt empty, even suicidal, because the goal that defined him was gone. Success, instead of providing lasting joy, revealed a hollow space underneath. Why does this happen? Partly because success is often externally defined. Society tells us what making it looks like: the salary, the car, the corner office, the applause. We chase those images, thinking they'll fix the restless ache inside. But when we catch them, we realize they don't address the deeper questions of meaning, purpose, belonging. The external prize rarely heals the internal hunger. And there's another force at work: the hedonic treadmill. Just as with happiness, our brains adapt quickly to success. What once felt extraordinary becomes ordinary. The dream job becomes just work. The big house becomes just home. And soon we're scanning for the next goal, the next title, the next mountain. Success begets striving, and the cycle continues. Let's pause and ask, does this mean goals are pointless? Not at all. Goals focus our energy, give structure to ambition. The paradox isn't that success is meaningless. It's that success without deeper alignment leaves us adrift. When we treat achievements as the ultimate source of fulfillment, we set ourselves up for disappointment. Consider the story of Marcus, a fictional but familiar figure. Marcus spent years building a startup. Sleepless nights, risky loans, endless pitching. Finally, the company was acquired. Overnight, Marcus was wealthy. But instead of joy, he felt oddly deflated. Without the struggle, without the urgency, he didn't know what to do with himself. He realized he'd fallen in love not with the goal, but with the chase. And now that the chase was over, his identity was too. This is why some of the most fulfilled people aren't the ones who reach the top, but those who find meaning in the climb itself. They not working just for the medal. They working because the training itself lights them up. They're not living only for the applause. They're living for the craft, the process, the daily rhythm that makes the outcome almost a bonus. Viktor Frankl, the psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor, wrote that true fulfillment doesn't come from pleasure or achievement alone, but from meaning, from having a why to live for. When success is tied to meaning, the prize doesn't have to carry all the weight. The journey itself sustains you. Think about it in your own life. Maybe you've achieved something you once dreamed of. Finishing school, landing a job, buying a home. At first, it was exhilarating. But over time, the excitement faded, and you found yourself asking, "Is this all there is?" That question isn't failure. It is an invitation to stop chasing society onto a scoreboard and start asking what truly matters to you. Here's the twist. Sometimes the goals that feel smallest on paper carry the deepest reward. A parent deciding to leave work early to coach their child's team. An artist painting late at night with no promise of fame. A neighbor showing up for someone in grief. These acts don't earn medals or headlines, but they often create a sense of success that lasts longer than any trophy. So how do we escape the success paradox? First, by redefining success. Instead of asking, "What will impress others?" ask, "What aligns with who I am?" Success rooted in values is less likely to feel hollow. Second, by focusing on systems, not just outcomes. James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, reminds us that goals are milestones, but systems are what carry us forward. Build a life around processes you enjoy, and every day contains success, regardless of the outcome. Finally, we have to make peace with the idea that success is temporary. Every mountaintop is followed by another valley. The key isn't to stay on the peak forever, but to learn to love the rhythm of ascent and descent. Success becomes less about a final destination and more about how you travel. The success paradox teaches us that goals matter, but meaning matters more. That chasing dreams can energize us, but pinning all our hope on their arrival can break us. That fulfillment isn't found at the end of the road, but in how we walk it, step by step, moment by moment. So the next time you find yourself saying, "I'll be happy when..." Pause. Ask instead, how can I live meaningfully now while I'm still on the way? Because in the end, the truest success isn't about crossing a finish line. It is about becoming the kind of person you proud to be while running the race. And maybe that's the paradox worth embracing. That success is sweetest when it's not the goal, but the side effect of living in alignment with what really matters.